What's up, my ninjas? I'm Strident, and I am here with my first update of 2015. First, I want to say big thank you, big shout out to my homeboy, my other brother from another mother, ODC, that's me. He sent me these guys for Christmas. Thank you much, homie. Um, we had been talking about a bunch of stuff. He actually got his Falcon while he was here in Columbus when we met for the first time. Um, and it's just a bunch of stuff we'd been talking about for a while. There was this one point where I mentioned how when we used to, in the 90s, when we first started collecting, or, we were into the X-Men figures, they were so easy to find. So he sent me this guy. Um, and they're still kind of cheap if you buy them at, actual stores as opposed to buying them online. Here is a Marvel Legends Havoc. Yes, it's the body that they've used so much. I think it was the Hasbro Bullseye body, not the Toy Biz Bullseye body, but it's a much needed character, and it's old school Havoc. It's pretty dope. And then, of course, there is the Marvel Select Falcon, and I'm so surprised that they didn't give us a Marvel, Captain America Infinite Series, Falcon. That's such a missed opportunity. It's like, when I complain about, inequality, here you go. Here's a perfect example. What was the reasoning for this? But anyway, Marvel Select jumped on it. I love Marvel Select, so thank you much, my brother. It's a very welcomed gift. It was surprising, and it's a fun little thing. And it's greatly appreciated. I just want to repeat how, it is greatly appreciated. Um, so I've got some other stuff for you guys, too. So here is my little quick review of the Target exclusive Marvel Legends Infinite Series Cap 3-pack, whatever. The 3-pack that you can get only at Target with Cap, Warbird, and Radioactive Man. It's the 3-pack we really only got because Warbird is in there. I've been seeing people rant and rave all over the internet, all over the interwebs, and I was like, you know what? My wife found these on Target.com for, I want to say, $30. So we jumped on it, and I was like, worst comes to worst, my sons get some toys, and I get Warbird. And I'm thinking actually down the line, Warbird might actually go to my son so he can have her in the Avengers, and then I'll get the newer Captain Marvel. But Warbird is the star of this pack. I'm going to repeat it. Warbird is the star of the pack, simply because it's a redo of a character that we wanted that was poorly done in the past, and they used the best female body that they've done for this character. I mean, she's all thick, it's awesome. Cap, it's just another Cap. It's pretty much Ultimate Cap from the waist up, and they just changed the, the pants. He doesn't have the gray stripes, and he's got funny stars on the sides. And then there's this guy. Strangely enough, a lot of people wanted Radioactive Man of all the people. They even are cool with this version. I'm like, what? He doesn't look Chinese. I just don't remember him being that popular. So I'm going to start with him. He's on the Hyperion body. Listen closely, Marvel Legends people. Hyperion body. Look at that fucked up neck, chest combination, back. It's pretty bad. I'm like, you'd think by now they would just fix that. He still had issues with his leg. I boiled it, I froze it, the whole nine. I couldn't get it unstuck. My son tried some stuff. We still couldn't get it unstuck. He had paint defects right up here on his shoulder, as if they laid him down, or maybe he rubbed against the blister. I don't know, but that looks terrible. I wasn't really happy. My son didn't care. He's going to beat them up even worse anyway. And in the face. That's the worst possible face that they could have chosen because it's so far from a Chinese guy. And people saying, oh, it's not Luke Cage. It's Luke Cage. It's the Luke Cage head. All they did was tweak some things on it, but it's Luke Cage's head. The joint tolerances in his ankles or the boot swivel was just fucking ridiculous. It just was flipping and swiveling all over the place, and I was not happy with that. I'm like, seriously? You'd think by now that would be something that wouldn't be an issue, but it is. Next, we have Cap. Cap is, like I said, it's just Ultimate Cap. It's the Ultimate Cap that you got single carded when Marvel Legend Return of Marvel Legends first started. I mean, he still has the gray on his sides, up on the upper body and his arms. And then, like, are you fucking kidding me? I mean, when I noticed this, I showed my son. He started laughing. I'm like, really? Is it really? Just don't give us the fucking stars. You know what I mean? Or make the cuts like, oh man, some of this shit I just can't believe that it is a thing. But you know, it's cool because or I should say, a good part was that the belt and the strap on the shoulders, the harness part, they got what do you call it? You know, some paint essentially, more paint, a little wash on them. But okay, he still got wide jointed hips. Is there a reason why Hasbro cannot re-engineer the figures that they make? I mean, this time re-engineering would be even cheaper than, you know, re-sculpting and creating a whole new mold, and they never re-engineer the figures unless they just start from scratch and give us a completely new figure. Is it asking too much? You guys know my stance on wide jointed hips. I fucking hate them. They're not natural. It fucks with the poses and the way their legs move, and it's like, there's no reason for it, especially not on a tiny figure like this. He's not that big that he needs wide jointed hips. You know, Marvel Select Juggernaut or a Hulk figure or something, okay, fine. But this, ugh, some of this shit, this is why I don't collect. I don't really get into this shit. Most of these guys went to my kids. The shield, I put the shield on once, and you see that crack, that little stress fracture right there on the left-hand side, or right-hand side, I'm sorry. There's no reason why that should be happening. How many caps have we received in the last couple years already? And since Hasbro took over, and we're still having these issues, you know, it just it doesn't fucking make sense. My cap was packaged with the arm all fucked up. I boiled it. I used cold water, you know, to let it set the right way. Still, now it's a little bit better than that, but this is how it came. He has the extra head, and it's the extra head it's the head that was on your Commander Rogers figure from the early days of Return of Marvel Legends. Beautiful sculpt. I like it. It looks like what I think Cap should look like, but it's a couple shades lighter than the actual Captain America head. The eyebrows don't even match. It's just stupid, lazy shit that you look at and you're like, why is it that you guys can't get this right, yet you want to ask for the kind of money that you ask for? And yes, I know, $50 means one of the figures in this 3-pack you're getting for $10, but it doesn't cut it. All in all, though, the winner, the star of the pack, it's Warbird, like they knew and we all knew. And even though she has some issues, and for some people it's worse than others, the mask is not even there, or it's painted in a weird way. Her symbol is off. There's the issues I have here where they painted her, they cast the leg in black and then painted flesh tones to chop off the, you know, the boot line or whatever. It just doesn't look right, and you end up with all this crap going on. I mean, look at the legs in comparison to her upper thighs. It's like the colors don't match, and then there's all the black showing through, man. It just looks ugly. And I mean, I know I'm nitpicking. Most kids and most people, if you have it standing somewhere and you never play with it, you never really pose it, you're not going to really look at it. And, you know, with the limited posing options of Marvel Legends, you're not really going to see all that stuff. But still, for me, I mean, look at that. Nicks and scratches and shit on her arm. I mean, this is literally, I had just opened the package. So, I'm not impressed with this pack. I'm going to let my kids beat those guys up, with the exception of Warbird. She's going to be a placeholder until I get Captain Marvel, the new one. Hopefully that one will have better paint applications and all that good stuff. And, you know, maybe I'll be happier with that instead of, you know, what they've done here. But once again, Warbird is the star of this pack. If you do want to get this pack, get it on clearance or something. I mean, and, you know, or try to get her loose. Honestly, I mean, this pack is just not worth the $50 or the equivalent in any fucking country. I don't care what anyone in the Marvel Legends community tries to tell you. It's just not worth it. So, yeah, that's my rant on that. here are some of the upcoming reviews I have for you guys. Some reason I just have yet to upload my Great Mazinger review. You guys have seen him in my intro. I had the review done last year. Holy shit. And I don't know why I haven't uploaded this review. So if I've misplaced it or something or whatever, I don't know. It'll be up soon, very soon. It's a very awesome figure. It's one of my favorites. We can let the nostalgia flow because it's the first of it's my first Super Robot Chokogen figure. And I think I might have to, dive in and get some other ones because there are some other ones that I am interested in. But rest assured, this guy will be coming at you soon here in the immediate future. Also, I've had this guy for a long time, and I don't know why I haven't done the review, but I shot a review. I just have to edit and all that good stuff. This is Dante from the EA's Dante's Inferno, which is actually a stellar game. A lot of people dissed it and shit because they're like, oh, it's just like God of War. It has similarities, but it's not just like God of War. But that's the game. The figure was done by NECA. It was a package deal with the special edition of the game. It's awesome, and I got a review on the way. Here are the hounds that I found from Chapman. They came from a True Legends 2-pack, and someone on the Foosh said these would work perfectly with your Masters figures, and I was like, yep, I know exactly who I'm giving them to. So look forward to that review. I'm going to have fun with that one. I've actually already shot the footage. I just need to, edit it up, but it will be up here sooner than later. And lastly, I have pretty much the Ultimates. It was kind of surprising, or at least the first group of Ultimates. It was surprising that it took this long because we've been waiting for Black Widow for a grip, and then I found Ultimate Thor at Big Fun sometime last year. Actually, that was I want to say sometime before Thanksgiving. I found him and got him for a good price. I actually got him the same day I got the Dark World Thor. So I have the Ultimates. I'm gonna review Ultimate Thor, and I might even just review, all of them, the Cap, Thor, and Iron Man together, and, give you guys some insight onto those figures. But anyway, that's it for me, guys. You've been great. I hope you dug this, and peace outside.